Alright. Welcome to the latest installment in the one-take guides for MegaMan. Today we're going to talk about the Crash Bomb. Crash Bomb is it's to begin with, it's side B, side special. Let's go here for today. Which one should I pick? Let's go with the medley. Should be fine. So yeah, today is the Crash Bomb. Some things that you need to know beforehand. Well, it is the side B. It is something that you shouldn't do when you're too close to your opponent, because it is a laggy move, but it still has a lot of use and shouldn't be like underrated. Like, let's say you're around here, it should be a safe distance to use it, because it takes a while to travel. And it does take a while before you can hack out of it. And it doesn't have a hitbox until it explodes, so it's really not that safe. But let's say the opponent is shielding and you're keeping them there with lemons and whatnot, you can try and sneak one in. If you do, especially if they're shielding, it's super good, because it does a lot of shield damage. Probably our most shield damaging projectile. Maybe up air could be comparable, I'm not too sure. It's more that up air locks you in. Yeah, basically, other things that you need to know before we get going. The explosion compared to Smash 4 now fully connects. If it starts detonating on the opponent, the odds of him getting out are super low. While in Smash 4, they could just air dodge out of it at any point. So, now that's good. If you put it on someone, they tag you, you can just... Oops, I didn't re-tag him. Oh, It's okay, I'll get it. You can just... I missed it. But basically, if you time it right, you can just air dodge out of it. Right now the timing is odd, but... whatever. You get the idea. Basically, when it detonates, you see it glow brighter, and then boom, you air dodge. And you can get out this way without getting hit, and without taking any shield damage. Also, the explosion takes, if I recall correctly, 2.5 seconds before it detonates. So the moment it connects, 2.5 seconds later, it'll explode. This might have changed. That was a timer in Smash 4. I didn't learn the exact time because I just look at it, how it's glowing. You can see it kind of clearly how it goes really bright and it starts blinking faster. Now, for what it is used for, it can be used just to force your opponent into approaching. If they have it, they have to respect it. Most likely they will start approaching you. Otherwise, you're just gonna zone them and eventually they'll explode and allow you into some sort of follow-up. Or they'll have to shield. And like I said, it does a lot of shield pressure. Actually, let me take control. Just look at that shield pressure. See, it drops quite a bit. So added to that, it can be used to force approach, like I said. It can be used for some sort of combos also, because the way that the opponent will go, there's some exceptions, like let's say it's doing the idle animation and so snatching like that behind the head. It can change, but most of the time, the way this works is, since I'm standing on the left side, if the Crash Bomb is traveling from left to right, the opponent, when it detonates, no matter where you're positioned after that, will go towards the right. And... oh, that's right, now I'm on control. Yes. So... and if you're from on the right side, which means the Crash Bomb will travel from right to left, well, as you guessed, it's gonna go right here, towards the left side, and it will always go slightly upwards. No matter the percent, it doesn't change that much. It doesn't have a big knockback growth. It will move slightly further to the sides, but when it comes to hate, it doesn't really change. It does, but like it's minor. Which means that you can do some pretty neat follow-ups with it, like this. You know where it's gonna be, so you see it's gonna explode. Boom, you're waiting for him there. You can do it. I personally prefer doing it with back air, just going and following up on that. I also love catching them with the Of course that's gonna do that. With the up air. See, that's what I said when there's some exceptions, but most of the time, you're pretty guaranteed which way they'll go. And of course, as I said, he does it twice in a row. Yeah, okay, so now that was it. So, as I was saying, sorry about that, I got a little distracted. Okay, get out of here. I don't want to take control of controlling two characters at the same time is a pain. There we go. And just follow up with a quick up here. You can, at some percent channel, follow it up with fair or back air. It's also used when you're knocked off stage, just to secure the recovery. Okay. If I get back here, that's my B. I forgot I didn't change the controls of this one. Let me just rack up some percent real quick. There we go. Alright, so let's say I get sent flying. I can just do it on the ledge, and that will help me secure the recovery because the pressure of the bomb is here. I can just stall it a bit more in the air and time myself for with the explosion, or just go back to the ledge. You will have to respect it, and then move. If your opponent is too close to the ledge, there's a chance that it will instantly detonate if you sweet spot it. You can slightly... It's gonna be hard. I'm gonna try like maybe 3 or 4 times, but you can... I'll put it further. You can do it in order for it to get caught on the ground. Right now I'm trying too fast. Basically, it will end up on the stage, which covers even more ground. You can do it slightly lower for it to like help you with recoveries. If you get sent flying super far, you can go for it and just stall yourself in the air so that eventually it will detonate you and give you back your up B. It is something you can do. It's kind of hard to represent in a non-game scenario. I'll try real quick. There, I spiked myself, but you get the idea. That's all obviously better on stages like Yoshi's Story and Yoshi Island Brawl, just because the ledge doesn't have an angle, so you won't really stage spike yourself. You don't have to worry about taking it or whatnot. Right, I just realized I did a wall jump. Maybe I should talk real quick about that. Let's stop talking about crash bomb real quick. We can just wall jump, which is super good for recovery, which is needed if you want to stall yourself to jump into the explosion. It's also a good mix-up on how to get back on stage. Basically, the way you would do it, it's really not that hard. It's just that most people don't get the right inputs. It's actually easier than most people think. You don't need to press the jump button at all. The only thing you will need to do is like on this. Since I'm on the right side, the wall will be on my left. I simply need to get to the wall and input the right input. So right here, press right. And it will jump. It's really as simple as that. You can only do one jump every 3 or 4 seconds on the same wall. But if there were 2 walls, let me show you. If there are 2 walls, then you're fine. You can just wall jump and mess around. I didn't back it up. Whatever. But yeah, otherwise on a single wall like that, it's only once every like 3 seconds. Let's see, I can jump. Yeah, that's gonna be hard. Maybe if I go like that. Nope. Yeah, I can't really show it in this map. Oh well. I will need to go into another stage just to show it properly. The other thing that the crash bomb can be used is, as I said, like yes, it does a lot of shield damage, but what do we do with all that shield damage? Well, we have a shield break setup. It's not necessarily 100% true, but it still does a job when needed. And if you get consistent at it, well, you can get some pretty easy free shield breaks. Now, let me look for a map. Yeah, this one does.
MegaMan!
God dang it. Sorry about that. I forgot to remove the Omega form. I will show the Crash Bomb setup. If you have any questions, you may ask them now while we're waiting. And I will answer them afterwards. After the shield setup, I think I'm going to end the video here. It's already dragging slightly longer than expected. But yeah, don't underestimate it. Do remember, it is a weak projectile. So if someone jabs it and whatnot, it will just disappear. It won't even explode. Fire, since it's an explosive, will cause it to explode earlier. And now back to the wall jump thing real quick. This is what I was talking about, having two jumps. Two walls. Like I can just hang in there for quite a while. And what I was talking about, the 3 to 4 seconds before catching the ledge again. Well, here, wall jump, 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 wall jump, air dodge. Like you can stay there for a good 3 or 4 seconds easily. So yeah, that helps a lot with recovery. It's how you stall yourself long enough for the crash bomb to take effect. That was supposed to be a crash bomb. Like that. That's more what I was talking about. Otherwise, there's that. There's the shield break setup that I wanted to show. For that, I will need to go to control. Let me get that out of the way. Okay. So if I do press shield, how am I gonna do that? I guess like this. Okay. So first off, I need to side B. Then your opponent will shield. Oh my god. That's actually harder than it looks. Okay, I'll try that. So this into. Oh god, how? Maybe this will do. I'm trying different ways, trying with my foot and whatnot, but it's not exactly working. Maybe this will do. Let's try it. It was not on them, god dang. I think I found out. Oh, come on. Get up. Okay, so I need them slightly here. Okay. What you want to do is you want to crash bomb them. Then when they shield, you go above into down tilt and up tilt. Down air and up tilt. And as you can see, that just instantly breaks the shield. And there's nothing that you could really do about it. Once the bombs start exploding, all of that should connect. So the inputs were crash bomb, down air above them, fast fall it, into up tilt the moment you touch the ground. And you gotta reverse it, or depending on which side you go. I personally always reverse it because I always go past them when I do it. So yeah, that's gonna be it for Crash Bomb. If you have any question, you can ask me on Discord, Twitter, or in the comments below. Have a nice one.